Scott, Moyer, or Shields. Here they come to the line one more time. Green is out. Here we go. Tim Shields dives to the low side of the number 1 of Austin O'Neill here at lap number 1. Sam Scott is right there as well. Now Shields and Scott side by side down the back stretch into corner number 3 for the first time with Kearney, Missouri driver Austin O'Neill leading the way here early on. Good battle there for second between Sam Scott and Tim Shields. Nick Whalen now into that 4th position. So Whalen having a good run here early on, sets firmly inside the top 5. Just behind that battle is the 26 machine trying to hang on to a top 5 run of Russ Moyer. Moyer now in a good battle here with Whalen in that 00 machine. That battle for 4th and 5th. One car into the fence, deep into the field down here off of corner number 4. We'll see if they can get it restarted. Doesn't look like it, and the yellow flag will fly. Yellow flag is out here for the 98 machine of Richard Jameson out of Sugar Creek, Missouri. Richard out of Sugar Creek in race stock cars. Picking up a new winner tonight. Green flag flies once again. Here we go. O'Neill unchallenged off of corner number 2 with Tim Shields settling into that 2nd spot. Sam Scott is 3rd. That battle for 4th, still a good one between Russ Moyer and Nick Whalen. They're still side by side. Good one off of 4. Here comes the Mudcat. Hank Thompson now and Steve Herrick going after it side by side with each other. That's inside the top 10 for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Good one there. Shields and Scott still together as Austin O'Neill begins to pull away from the rest of the field. Austin O'Neill trying to open up his early race lead, coming around to complete lap number 5 this time. It'll be lap 5 this time, 10 more laps to go. O'Neill with a 1.883 second advantage over now second place runner Sam Scott. And just as I say that, Tim Shields tries to get back up there to re-challenge for second. Those two drivers still going at it side by side as they enter corner number 3. Russ Moyer still 4th. Cletus Murray was 5th. So Murray making his way forward inside the top 5 here at lap number 6. I sound like a broken record, but once again, the 93 and the 42 are side by side. Now the 93 nearly goes around. Somehow miraculously avoided the Ute tires and the pole over there off of corner number 4. That about got real exciting really quick. Sam Scott making my heart skip a beat up here. So that opens the door just a little bit for Tim Shields. We'll see if he can capitalize on it and try to reel in race-long leader Austin O'Neill, who now has nearly a full straightaway lead. And the Mudcat has gone around off of corner number 2, and the yellow flag is out. All by himself over there. Cletus Murray had been running inside the top 5. He goes around on turn 2, and the yellow is out for the second time. Things back underway at lap number 7, so pretty much halfway through the 15-lap event. Austin O'Neill gets a good jump on the rest of the field. Sam Scott now dives to the low side to resume that battle for second. Has to back out of it just a little bit. Tim Shields still right there. Shields now trying to close in on Austin O'Neill. Going to have to do it quickly, though. As the laps wear on, Austin O'Neill seems to get that number 1 in a groove. Look out! Now Sam Scott does get into the utility tire. We'll see if he can make his way off the track. And Nick Whalen would like to say other things about that, and here we go. O'Neill and Shields both take to the high side. Nick Whalen will follow just below them. Russ Moyer, the only car down on the low side, as he makes his way toward the front to try to pick up that 3rd place spot on Nick Whalen. Whalen has it now. Just behind them, Richard Jameson and Cletus Mudcat Murray trying to rebound. Both of those drivers had earlier race spins. They currently set 5th and 6th. Hank Thompson and Crazy David Oxford still out there, as well as Steve Herrick still on the field, as well as the 25C of Kyle Courtney Those cars still remain to do battle here in our USRA stock car main event coming around this time. It'll be lap number 10. 5 laps remain for O'Neill. Good side-by-side battle there with the 26 and the 00. Now Russ Moyer takes to the low side on Nick Whalen. Whalen slips up just a little bit to the high side. Here comes Russ Moyer. Good pass, good maneuver there by Moyer to take third. Oh, a car spins down the back chute. It looks like it's the number 5K of Herrick. So Herrick spins down the back chute all by himself, and yellow is out once again here at lap number 11. $11 down, 4 to go, and here we go. Green is out once again. Do not pass before the cone. Everybody looks good, and we're backing away into corner number 1. O'Neill, Shields, Moyer, your top 3 here at lap number 12. That'll be just 3 more circuits to go around racing on the river's edge at Lakeside Speedway with the USRA stock cars. Austin O'Neill just too strong tonight. Shields unable to reel him in here. Can stay with him on those opening 2 laps, but once we get some green flag action and some heat into those cars, Austin O'Neill is just a rocket ship in that number 1. He's got just 2 more laps to go to complete his first feature win of the year. Good 3-car breakaway there with Cletus Mudcat Murray back into 4th. Nick Whalen now back to 5th. Jamison is 6th. Look out, Nick Whalen a little bit sideways there. Oxford, Herrick, and Thompson still on the field as well. White flag in hand. 1 more lap to go for Austin O'Neill. Austin O'Neill, very smooth-looking driver off of corner number 2. He hammers it down the back chute. He'll roll into corner number 3, keep it up on that high side where he's been all night long in search of his first victory of the year. He's going to get it out of Kearney, Missouri in the number 1. Austin O'Neill, your winner. Shields to the line to 2nd. Good run for Moyer in 3rd. Mudcat Murray 4th, and Whalen is 5th. So Austin O'Neill gets the job done here tonight in the number 1. He picks up his first win of the year. Tim Shields is 2nd, followed by Russ Moyer, Cletus Murray, Nick Whalen, Richard Jamison, Steve Herrick, David Oxford, Hank Thompson, Kyle Courtney, and Sam Scott rounds out our field tonight as the number 1 brings it around. Here you with helmet on, Austin O'Neill with his first feature win of the year here at Lakeside Speedway. KC Colors Auto Body and the Dot Spot Bar and Grill sponsors on the side of that nice looking number 1. Son of legendary driver John O'Neill coming up, high 5 there from Pop. Terry Watlin out to greet the family and crew as they celebrate in Victory Lane for their first time this year. Nice looking shirts by the team out there as well. Very solid throughout that entire 15-lap distance to pick up his first feature win. Tim Shields tried to stay with him, just couldn't hang on. But Russ Moyer, give a call out to Russ Moyer here tonight. What a good run by Russ to come up to that 3rd place finish as Austin will come around and celebrate in Victory Lane. Terry Watlin will hand over the trophy and get the flag in hand there. We'll get the accolades all in place. Pictures will be snapped by Lisa Burlington of Lisa Burlington Photography. And she waves the crew in. Lisa down there in the director's chair tonight. Couple more Victory Lane celebration shots here for Austin O'Neill, Kearney, Missouri driver, your winner tonight in the USRA stock cars. Austin O'Neill gets it done here tonight.
Cars that come around turn number 4, side by side. Here we go. As they rush down that front side, it's right now the 57 of Tim Powell. Galvin makes a good run down into 3 and 4. Chase Galvin Niles tries to slide up in front of Tim Powell. Chase Galvin, your new leader. Chase Galvin on lap number 1, Tim Powell. Royalty, then the 28 of Andy Bryant, the 181 of Neiman. 7J Jake Richards there as well as he gets in behind Andy Bryant. Again, Galvin slides up in front of the 57 of Powell here on lap number 2. Galvin with a 20.05, a quick run. Here comes Tim Powell, though. Gets a good run out of the low side in turn number 2. Tim Powell, your leader now, coming down into 3 and 4 as they go to the high side. Patrick Royalty up into 3rd, the 7J of Jake Richards. Here comes Striegel now in the 17 car, the 181 of Neven. Tim Galvin, the 117. Here comes Brad Smith. Let's see if Brad can move up through the field. But your leaders coming out of 4 again, Tim Powell in the 57, Galvin. Tim Powell now with a quick time of 20.35. Galvin goes low side again, coming out of 2. Couldn't quite make it stick down there that time as they come into 3 and 4. It's Galvin again. He slides up right in front of your race leader, Tim Powell. It's Chase Galvin, a new leader. That's lap number 5. As Galvin not able to quite make it happen down here in 1 and 2. Strong in 3 and 4, though, so far. As now they get into some lap traffic with Ace Chatu there. In the 1A, Tim Powell, your leader. Let's see if Galvin can make up that gap now. If he can get close enough to Tim Powell coming into 4. He's able to use that slide job maneuver and get up in front of him. But right now, he's going to have to close in. This will be lap number 7 this time across with Tim Powell, Chase Galvin, Patrick Royalty, Jake Richards, and Striegel still in your top 5. Tim Galvin, Brad Smith up to 7th now. 8th is Neiman in the 181, Sam Schuler and Chad Walker, the 04. As your leaders come around turn number 4 again. Still Powell and Galvin. Galvin closing the gap, though. Gets right in behind Tim Powell as they get up into more lap traffic here with the 111 of Steve Austin. So Galvin not able to use that maneuver this time across. Let's see if they can clear this lap traffic now. As again, Chase Galvin, quick runner here tonight with a 19.827. Tim Powell, as Galvin now gets side by side, slides up in front of him again in turn number 4. Now Tim Powell making a run on the low side, but it's Galvin again as your leader. Galvin, in the 57 gets together door to door as they go into turn 1 and 2. Powell and Galvin, your top 2. Now is Galvin on the top side. Let's see if Tim Powell chooses that low side. Galvin, your leader, as they go down into 1-2. Tim Powell now, again, as they get side by side coming out of turn number 2. Good battle for this top 2 spots here. 11 laps down. This will be lap 12 as they come across this time with Galvin and Powell. Still Royalty, as now Striegel in that 5th spot. Galvin, the 0 car, still your leader. Tim Powell trying to figure a way to get around him. Let's see if he uses a slide job. No, he stays on the high side. Chase Galvin, your race leader here. White flag will come out next time across for your leader, Chase Galvin. As the car almost goes around, Tim Galvin, the 117 in turn 4, gathers it back up together. So we keep clean and green as they come. Your leaders come back into 3 and 4. Galvin now pulling away from Powell in that 2nd spot, about a 5 to 6 car length lead coming down the front stretch. White flag flies. Chase Galvin, this would be his first feature win if he can hang on here on this last lap. Still Tim Powell, Patrick Royalty, Jake Richards, and Striegel, your top 5. Brad Smith all the way up to 6. Brad Smith now into the top 5 as your leader comes across the front. It's your winner, Chase Galvin, his first feature win. Tim Powell takes the 2nd spot. Patrick Royalty, Jake Richards, Brad Smith fights his way back up into 5th. It's Mike Striegel, 6th, Tim Galvin. Luke Neiman 8th, Sam Schuler 9th, Chad Walker 10th, and Don Mars 11th. His first feature win of the year, the Zero of Chase Galvin. Great battle between your top two, Chase and the 57 of Tim Powell. Chase used that signature move down there in 3 and 4 as he slid up in front of Tim Powell, the leader at the time. Fast car out here tonight, Chase Galvin in the Zero.
Good features tonight.
Good feature events here at Lakeside. As he gets out of the car, let's see if he comes up out of here as they help him get up and out. Your winner tonight, his first feature win of the year. American Family Insurance, Jams Bar and Grill, Merriam Chiropractics, Prime Racing Products, Galvin Motorsports, and the Rage Chassis. As he gets that equipment off, I see the helmet off now. I see a lot of happy family members down there as well. He gets out of the car. Chase Galvin, your winner tonight. First feature win this year. Gets the hugs from the family down there. Chase Galvin, your winner tonight. As Lisa Burlington gets the photos down there with the happy winner here tonight. Put your hands together one more time for Chase Galvin, first time winner here.
For a second, here we go. Again, Carrick having problems maneuvering 1 and 2. Terry Schultz nearly goes around after some contact there with the 3B of Nick Bittinger. Everybody stays forward. We stay clean and green here, coming to complete lap number 1 at the line. Tim Carrick, in search of his first feature win of the year, holds down court early on here over Mark Chapman, Justin Johnson, Darren Fuquay, and Kerry Davis inside the top 5. Something amiss on the 17 of Mike Striegel as he continues to struggle in his modified here tonight, and Striegel will retire to the infield in the 17. Mark Chapman going for the lead here at the line. Who will be Chapman, your new race leader, at the lap 3 mark. So give it to the 34 of Mark Chapman. And just as I say that, Tim Carrick comes back to the front. The pair make contact down the back chute. Oh, and they get into one another into corner number 3 and 4, and they both go around. Contact between the 34 and the 1K send both cars spinning. That all started down the back chute as 2 cars exit. If he can get back into victory lane. Green flag is out once again, and here we go. So Fuquay hits the pressure ridges and ruts, whatever you want to call them, over there in between turns 1 and 2, and that's going to allow Tad Davis to close in. It's Davis and Davis running second, third. Now here comes Aaron Morant wanting some of the action. Terry Schultz. Where did Schultz come from? He looked very slow here early on. Now Terry Schultz has now come to life. Aaron Morant and Schultz going after it. Tad Davis and Kerry Davis going after it. Fuquay still your leader. Good battles up front all throughout the top 5. Looking at some of the lap times, Darren Fuquay with an 18.947, 18.976 on Kerry Davis. Those two cars, the only drivers in the 18-second bracket. Look out down the back chute. Near disaster there for Mark Chapman, but the yellow is out. Lucas Gibbs experiencing some problems along with Justin Rexwinkle. Gibbs slowed down drastically down the back straightaway. Thankfully, Mark Chapman was able to catch just a glimpse of that. That could have been a disastrous situation there as he was full speed down the back chute. Very shortly he does, and here we go. Once again, the big time bail bonds number 87 brings him to the line. Fuquay having some trouble on entry in corner number 1. Kerry Davis does not, and he closes the gap down the back straightaway and into corner number 3. Kerry Davis dives down to the low side of the number 68 in search of his second feature race win of the year. Off of corner number 4, Fuquay still your leader. Here comes Schultz once again. Terry Schultz very quick on these restarts. Hasn't really got into a race rhythm though here early on. Now Aaron Morant's going to barrel down on me. So does Tad Davis down the back chute. They're side by side for third with the 90 of Schultz. Schultz not very good on exit off corner number 2. Here comes Kerry Davis, a little contact. Davis with a move, retakes the lead. Fuquay now slips in front of Davis and returns the favor on the 68. What a wild night here at Lakeside. Look out, Tad Davis. Davis slips a little bit, and Bittinger's going to open the door and come through it. Kerry Davis with problems in the 68, nearly got up into the fence. Loses several car lengths to the 87 of Fuquay. That's going to put Schultz right there to challenge, but as I stated, Schultz just cannot get off of corner number 2 as he is very slow. Aaron Moran is very quick off of 2, and he closes the gap for third. Now Schultz moves to the high side, but again has trouble on entry. Aaron Morant will dive down to the low side. Can't quite make the pass stick that time. We'll keep an eye on that. Good battle. Schultz in third, Morant fourth. Bittinger back there in fifth. Davis still second. Now Morant to third. Here comes Bittinger. Schultz slips back a spot. Now re-dives down to the low side. A little better on entry that time, but still not enough to stick. And here comes Bittinger. Meanwhile, up front, Darren Fuquay begins to check out on the rest of the field. It'll be lap 11 this time. 9 more laps to go. 9 laps to go there for Darren Fuquay. Still turning laps in the 18-second bracket. 18.723, 18.825, and now Terry Schultz with an 18-second lap at an 18.99. So Schultz fast on certain points of the track, but not all, as Bittinger closes in on him. Great battle there for 4th and 5th. Good battle from 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, but up front, Darren Fuquay has established his own zip code to lead the way. Coming around to complete lap number 13, there'll be 7 more laps to go this time. Mayetta, Kansas driver, going for his 15th feature race win of the year. Now Schultz once again pulls up to the backside of Aaron Moran in that 70. On past the top 5, Mark Chapman now is rebounded to 6th. Eric Hanna is 7th with Cole Moore in 8th. Tim Carrick 9th. Tad Davis 10th. Just as I say that, the 33C of Cole Moore retires from the race. So several retirees from tonight's actions. Schultz now grabs the 3rd spot. He'll set his sights on Kerry Davis in that 2nd spot. Morant tries to find a line around the high side. Still a good battle here. Bittinger now trying to close back in as well. Those 3 drivers have been going at it all night long for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th positions. Schultz now 3rd, Morant 4th, Bittinger 5th. At laps of 18.9, 19.1, and 19.139 for those 3 drivers. Good close competition. As those 3 drivers continue to battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, that allows Kerry Davis to pull away, but he's got an entire straightaway and a turn before he sees the light of day with Darren Fuquay at lap number 17. 3 laps to go. Fuquay pouring it on now. Turns a lap of 18.723 this late in the night. Fuquay flying around the high banks here at Lakeside Speedway racing on the river's edge. Just a pair of laps to go for Fuquay, 2 to go. Nick Bittinger now the man on the move. Bittinger has set his sights on the inside of Terry Schultz. Bittinger got around the 70 of Aaron Morant coming for the white flag. Darren Fuquay comes off 4. Everybody else coming off 2. The white flag in hand from Terry Wantland. 1 to go for Mayetta, Kansas driver Darren Fuquay, trying to pick up his 15th win of the season. Kerry Davis holds court in that second spot. Best Battle on Speedway right there for third. Nick Bittinger has it. Terry Schultz wants it back. We'll keep an eye on them. Bittinger hooks a rut over there. Both drivers do get the cars unsettled, and coming off of turn 4, Darren Fuquay, now a 15-time feature race winner this year. USRA competition strong this year for Fuquay. Kerry Davis finishes second. Nick Bittinger brings it home third. Terry Schultz is fourth, followed by Aaron Morant to round out the top 5.
And in the 87, the 68, the 3.
So a wild night of action comes to a conclusion here at Lakeside Speedway with Darren Fuquay pulling into victory lane here at Lakeside. That is his 6th feature win on the season here at Lakeside tonight. Don't forget, fans, if you're making your way home here before we wrap up our victory lane celebration with Darren Fuquay, we do not race next Friday. Lakeside Speedway off next Friday. Action will return Friday, September 7th here at Lakeside. If you're making your way home, please. Wins at Lakeside, 15 overall. Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Fuquay, your winner. Wrapping up an exciting night here. Fuquay certainly looking very strong, kind of getting the season going once again after a bit of a lull there, we must say. Darren would probably be the first to admit that, but man, what a powerful win here tonight at Lakeside, making that statement on his final bid run to become a USRA national champion. Has the little ones in victory lane with him tonight. Terry Wantland gets that trophy. He'll take that flag over and meet Darren Fuquay in victory lane to wrap it up here at Lakeside. All right, getting the trophy handed over. Holding the hardware tonight in victory lane. Well, they thought about it anyway. You got to hold the little one up. There we go. Now we can see the Lakeside sign and the little one, Darren. Good job, bud. All right, Lisa Burlington about to get busy on the flash. Down the front straightaway with old LB in victory lane. And Darren Fuquay once again closes the night out with the big USRA modified win. Fans, it's been a spectacular night of racing. We are so glad you raced with us here racing on the River's Edge at Lakeside Speedway tonight. On behalf of our promoters, Don and Donna Mars, our general manager, Pete Howie, and the entire Lakeside Speedway staff, this has been Sam Stecklin and Alan Miller signing off from Lakeside tonight. Don't forget, we're off next Friday. We'll be back Friday, September 7th. Until our paths may cross again, good night, everybody.